All right, Shalom. Giving our praises, glory, and honors unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elder bishops of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the 144,000 rest of the hopeful elect out there. This is your brother, the priest, Desire from GMS Atlanta. Back with another edifying video. What I have here is an article from Harvard Magazine, which is from the famous university, Harvard Magazine, harvardmagazine.com. And I spoke briefly about this on a previous video, but I want to kind of go into the article itself and get a little bit more information. So this here will be, another video on the Motb. But this prophecy, the mark of the beast, this prophecy is soon to come to pass. The Motb is the micro C-hip implant, the RFID NFC implant, the Neuralink, the different brain implants. The Motb is technology. So here in this article, this is from December 17, 2024, developing the brain-computer interface. Benjamin Rappaport aims to aid neurology patients. This is, January to February 2025. And I guess this is the man behind it all, the Edomite behind it all. So it says here, growing up in New York City, Benjamin Rappaport, often tagged along, I guess these are all his different degrees. He got an MD. It says he often tagged along on weekend hospital rounds with his neurologist father. Okay, so he comes from a parent in the medical field. It says Samuel Rappaport was also an electrical engineer and a pioneering electrophysiology specialist who created and applied technology to help patients suffering from a range of conditions. He taught his young son about the brain as an electrical system and how to use evoked potential tests, which involved placing electrodes on the scalp that enabled clinicians to trace the whole signal transduction chain from the body's sensory system all the way to the brain, Rappaport says. I remember sitting down with my father and doing it with him. So this guy here was born to get into this technology. He was groomed and developed and raised up dealing with the brain and how it works and how to apply technology to the brain. It says some 40 years later, Rappaport, a neurosurgeon at Mount Sinai Hospital in Manhattan with his own doctorate in electrical engineering and computer science from MIT, has developed a microelectrode device that's implanted directly on the brain. It renders the highest resolution of real-time imaging available, he says, and is poised to revolutionize not only neurological diagnostics, but treatment, giving paralyzed patients the capacity to communicate easily via computerized translations of their thoughts. Rappaport developed the Layer 7 cortical interface at Precision Neuroscience, the New York City-based company he co-founded in 2020 with businesses Michael Major. So far, the device has been implanted in 27 patients from 3 health systems. So there's plenty of patients that are using these implants, man. Not just Neuralink and these other companies. No, there's plenty of people getting these devices. Like there's thousands of people around the world, tens of thousands of people as reported. Could be more. I know it's about 50,000 or more in Sweden that are implanting the RFID or the NFC implant in their hands, and they're using it to buy and sell. So what we're seeing here is more and more proof that GMS is right when it comes to the mark of the beast. It's definitely physical. It's definitely a microchip implant. It says, and the company's application to sell and more extensively use the device is pending clearance from the Food and Drug Administration. So they're just waiting to get this technology out there, man. It says Precision Neuroscience is among several startups, including Synchron, BlackRock Neurotech, BrainGate, and I've spoken on all these different companies, and Elon Musk Neuralink, of which Rappaport was a co-founder. Oh, so he was also a part of Neuralink. This guy here, Rappaport. So these devils are definitely moving to put these implants in the human body. This is prophecy soon to be fulfilled. It says these systems decode and translate the neural signals in a human brain into commands operable through external computerized, roboticized devices. During the past 4 years, Rappaport and Major have raised $150 million, added 68 employees, and bought a Texas manufacturing facility for their product, which resembles deceptively a plastic yellow bandage. So they're moving full steam ahead with the Motb in the brain itself. That's just that technology. There's already thousands of people that have the implant buying and selling, purchasing items with the implant in their hands. It says the array is a super thin film, 1/5 the thickness of an eyelash, Major says, on which we deposit over 1,000 microelectrodes made of platinum. So they have to use these elements of the earth to create this technology, platinum, and those are about 50 microns in diameter, so like the size of a neuron. Damn. Okay, and this is their device here. And I guess they take the electrodes and the electrodes get implanted in the brain while this lays on top of the skull. So they're oh no, it goes inside. Okay, I'm not gonna be too much longer. It says the film, designed to be applied and removed by neurosurgeons without damaging tissue, is slipped into a slit cut into the skull. There's your carotid, and applied to the gelatinous brain surface. So it actually goes on your brain. It was first tested on a human being in April 2023 at a West Virginia hospital as part of a pilot clinical study to record and map brain activity that was conducted in partnership with West Virginia University's Rockefeller Neuroscience Institute. So the elites helping to fund this project, right, and the universities. So this is definitely a step towards the Motb. This technology is here, man. Medical staff could immediately see the electrodes transfer information that was rendered on screen in high-definition, color-coded video imaging. The red and oranges, the warm colors, are high voltages. The blues and purples are low voltages. So they're using the color spectrum, the rainbow spectrum, to identify, we can see with the naked eye. And these are traveling waves of activities that move across the brain as you think, Rappaport explained. So it was this movie of the brain thinking in real time. No one had ever seen it working at such fine scale before. And to see that happening instantaneously was incredibly exciting. This is what they're doing at these universities. I did the video about Georgia Tech yesterday. This is the one developed. Well, Harvard is reporting on this. Okay? And this is the guy here. Right? So when we say that the Motb is technology, we mean that. Okay? GMS got it right. So this is Revelation 13 and 16. and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So they're going to put this implantable technology, these brain-computer interfaces, these brain implants, in the brain, which attaches to the frontal cortex, which is behind your forehead. The part of the brain behind your forehead is the frontal lobe, right? Your frontal cortex, and that controls your movement. Your ability to organize and think. Okay, just look it up. Just look up parts of the brain, and you'll see I'm correct. But do the research, do the knowledge. But this is a fulfillment of the mark, all right? But the prophecy will be fully fulfilled when they mandated for you to have to use it to buy and sell. We're getting close to the end, man. This system is falling. Trump, he just signed. Let me get that. Trump just signed off on the Stablecoin. I believe he put it into law, or he's getting ready to sign it. Let's see here, news. Right, so this is from Yahoo Finance, if it'll pull up. So it says, Trump signed stablecoin bill into law, capping string of crypto week victories. President Trump on Friday signed into law a bill that establishes the first federal framework for dollar-backed stablecoins, one of the biggest victories yet for a crypto industry that is pushed for more favorable oversight in Washington, D.C. So they're getting ready to push the Motb. This system's going to be backed by digital currency. They're setting up the different systems around the world for digital identity, digital wallets, and they want to put these implants in the brain. So is GMS right about the Motb? Yes. So with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. I'm going to close out. I want to give all praises, glory, and honors unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Makal Kodash. Shalom.